Welcome everybody to another Makeup Monday. It is 8:01. We will get started shortly. I'm going to go fix one of my lights while we wait, so I can try to have a little bit more lighting. Much better. Alright, so let me go share this in my group and then we will get started. Sorry, I'm over here all getting all nice and comfy. I should have did that before. But we will get started. So if you're watching the replay, fast forward to the 1 minute mark. Let me make sure that everything posted correctly, and it did, so we will go ahead and get started now. Alright, welcome everyone. So let's get started. So we're gonna, first things first, we're gonna do the eye. So we're gonna create a beautiful smoky eye look, and then we're gonna contour, okay? You always wanna do your eye makeup first before applying your foundation. So we're going to be playing with this palette number 4. These beautiful colors right here. And I'm actually going to be using blush this time as eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using the color Sweet as also on my eye. Alright, so first things first, you want to make sure you always prep your face. So I did wash it already with Pore Purifying Cleanser. This time I used our Instant Lifting Serum because I want my eyes to be nice and smooth out. And then I did use primer already and eye primer on my eyes. So I made sure I let that dry. And I also used moisturizer as well. So let's get started. So what I do to do a smoky eye, I go up and I go down. So most women start on the lid and go and work themselves up. I do the opposite, okay? So, so I say that because I want you to do with what makes you most comfortable. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use my deluxe brush, getting out this palette number 4. And as I mentioned, I like to do the brow bone area first. I'm going to go in with this color Tender. And all I'm doing is just applying it right underneath the brow bone. I'm just going a little bit down to the lid area. So again, I'm just applying this beautiful highlight right underneath the brow bone area. And then I'll just apply a little bit on the lid. You know what? I forgot to grab my mirror. Let me make sure I have my mirror on me so that I can see what I'm doing along the way. If only you could see my setup. I have like all these brushes everywhere. Alright, so let's keep on going. So now, going back with this palette. Well, actually, no. I'm going to go in with my pressed blusher in the color Sweet. And I'm going to get this nice fluffy brush from Sephora. And I'm actually going to use this blush and put it in my crease as a transition color. So this color is called Sweet. Is a pretty pink color. So again, this is technically blush that I am putting on. But our stuff is so versatile, you can use it in more than one way. Alright, and again, the color that I use is called Sweet, and it is actually a blush. Alright, so now going back to this palette number 4, I'm going to get the color Arrogant with my big fluffy brush again. We're going to go right into the crease as well. So right now I have a nice pink and a nice brown color. Now I'm going to go a little bit with this color next, Cheerful. You see I paid more attention to going on the outer V and then going in. All right, to give it that nice pink color again, we're going to go back in with Sweet. I'm just going to add some more of this sweet color into my crease area. All right, now we are going to go in with this deluxe brush from Sephora, and I'm going to go in with this color Triumphant, and we're going to pack it on to the lid. And do I want to do this wet or dry? I think I want to do it dry. So you can apply these colors on wet or dry. So I'm choosing to apply it dry just for now. And this is why eye primer is so important, so that these colors can really pop out. So I'm going to go back in with my nice big fluffy brush. Just kind of blend all of this together. Now before I work on the eyebrows, I am going to, hey Vale, thank you for joining, Prima. So before I work on the eyebrows, I'm going to do my foundation first, but let me go ahead and do my eyeliner. So I'm going to get out my liquid eyeliner in the color Perfect, yep, which is a black eyeliner. Let me grab my mirror. There's no way I can apply eyeliner looking at an iPad. So let me grab my mirror and put it in front. That way you can still see me. Okay, hopefully you can still see me. All right, good, you can see me. I really like this liquid eyeliner. As you can see how it just glided on very easily. And I turn on the light on my mirror so I can see what I am doing. Okay. And so now I'm going to put on some mascara. And then we're going to clean up underneath before applying foundation. And then we're going to contour and do my eyebrows and finish this lovely look. So let's go ahead and put on our eyelashes. So, or shall I say mascara. So the first coat is the gel. Oh, gracias prima. Hi Gabriela, thank you for joining. Alright, so first step is gel. Then we go on to the fibers, which is what will give us the length. Cannot wait to finish this look, if y'all can see. The smoky eye and this contour is going to look so amazing. Alright, same step. So when you do the gel, you apply it all over your eyelashes like you would regular mascara. And then when you go to the gel, you only apply it at the end of your eyelashes to give you length. And I'm not doing it to its fullest effect because I'm really just trying to hurry on the mascara so that I can continue. But I can pretty much get these babies to be really, really long if I want to. And then you seal it in with the gel. Alright, so let's keep it going. So now I am going to apply foundation and then we'll do the eyebrows. And then we're going to contour, okay? So first, we're going to be using the Sculpting Trio to do our contouring. But in order to do that, we have to apply foundation. So the reason you want to do your eye makeup first, because now you can do a quick check to see if you had any makeup that may have fallen. That way, if you do, this will be a good time to then grab a cotton ball with any makeup removing product to remove any eye makeup that may have fallen. Alright, so let's go ahead now, and I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation. So I'm grabbing out my liquid foundation in the color Chiffon. And I'm here using my liquid foundation brush. So you just kind of blot it on. And then you blend it out. So our liquid foundation starts liquid and it leaves a nice matte powdery finish. Really amazing coverage. All right. So before we contour, we want to make sure we put on our foundation and our concealer. And it's best to use either liquid or cream foundation for this contouring. Alright, so now let's go ahead and do concealer. So I'm using the color Taffeta, which is one shade lighter. And you want to do it in an upside down triangle in order to lift up your face. Alright, let me grab my concealer brush and my blending bud. So I like to use the concealer brush to spread out the concealer. And then I like to use my blending bud to blend it out. And we'll do a little bit down the nose and right up here. So a little bit of highlighting. And right here is where you can really clean up that eyeshadow. And we will be putting on shadow on the bottom, so don't worry. But you see how it's like right here nicely cleaned up in comparison to here. So that's what I also use my concealer to also help with the eyeshadow. Hi Jahida, thank you for joining. And now let's blend out this eye. All right. So for eyebrows, I want them to be close to perfection. So we actually have these little eyebrow stencils. You can see all the numbers. You can't see number 5 because I use this one a lot. So I pretty much have sweated off the numbers and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. This one is number 5. And I'm going to go back to my Addiction palette and I'm going to use the color Arrogant to do my eyebrows on this one. So, and I'm going to be using my liner brush from Sephora to do this step right here. So you pretty much line it up. The other stencils are much easier because I haven't sweated off the design. And this is also the quickest way to do your brows, is with grabbing some eyeshadow and the stencil. And if we mess up, we can always clean it up with concealer. See? Look how beautiful that is. And I'm typically not a fan of stencils until I came across these stencils. All right, so now let's do the other eye. Always harder doing one eye than the other, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Thank you for the thumbs up. All right, so I'm gonna go work back on this one a little bit more because I feel like I didn't get everything on this eyebrow that I should have. Much better. Oh yes, much better. Hola, Coral. And the good thing is we can always clean them up if we need to with concealer. There we go. I like to have thicker brows. I really wish I didn't pluck so much in high school. So I love that this gives me the brows that I'm looking for. And they're perfect. So I don't have to really clean them up. Okay. So now I'm just going to define them just a little bit. Let me get some concealer. And we're going to contour next. Just want to do a little bit of cleaning up of the brows. So I'm going back in with the same liner that I just used. Hang on, let me clean it up first actually. So I'm just kind of cleaning up that little arch area with concealer. Alright, nothing a little concealer can't fix. Okay, so now let's go ahead and contour, and then we're going to finish underneath the eyes. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Sculpting Trio. One thing I love about the Sculpting Trio is that it tells you step by step on how to contour your face. So this is the shadowing cream, this is the highlighting powder, and the highlighting cream. I'm not going to use the highlighting cream because I'm going to use something else instead, but we will go ahead and use this. I have my contour brush that I'm going to be using as well, but I also am going to be using my cream shadow brush to use with the contouring cream for when we get to the cheek area. So let's do the cheek first. So we are shadowing first. And we will be blending all of this in momentarily. All right, so now let me go in and do the nose. And now I'm gonna get my contour brush and using the I guess the flatter side or the thicker side to do the rest. And again, contouring, you're pretty much shadowing certain parts of your face that you want to appear smaller and highlighting certain parts of your face that you want to accentuate that the sun touches naturally. So what we are doing right now, we are shadowing. And now let's highlight. So we're going to go in with the highlighting cream and we're going to highlight the parts of our face that the sun touches naturally. So like our forehead, down the bridge of our nose, underneath the eye area, the chin, and above the eyebrows. And I'm going to use the other side of my contour brush to do this part. And what I like to do next, I like to take this blusher brush and I just like to blend it all in. And at this point, I can see and tell myself if I want to do a little bit more contouring or if I feel that I'm good to go. So I want to do a little bit more contouring on the cheek area. So I'm just going to go in with the actual contour brush and do it. Thank you for the hearts. And going back in with that blusher brush, I'm just going to grab some highlighting cream. Powder. And just blend this out. And we are almost done. Alright, so now all we have left is to put on some eyeliner down here and to highlight. Hi Daddy, thank you for joining. So let's go ahead and finish doing the eyes. So I'm going to get my smudge brush from Sephora. I'm going to get water. This is not rose water. That's why I have a rubber band to let me know this is water. So I'm going to wet my brush. I'm going to go in with this palette number 4. And I'm going to use this color Triumphant. And I'm just kind of blotting it on. Let's do the same to the other eye. It's okay if it gets in the eye area, honestly, is ophthalmologist approved. But if you are squeamish about it, you know, you may want to be a little bit more careful with how you apply your makeup. I'm not squeamish to the eye, so that's why for me it doesn't bother me oftentimes. But if you are, definitely, you know, you want to pay a little bit more attention than I am. And now we got to finish with our highlighting cream, and then we will be done. Clean it up a little bit with my concealer. Okay. And if you want your eyes to appear bigger, you want to use a white eyeliner on your waterline. I'm using a smudge brush right now. And I did wet the brush beforehand as well. So Marlene, that's what I'm using, is a smudge brush. Alright, so let's do one more coat of mascara actually. Let's get these lashes flawless. And then we're going to go ahead and put on that highlighting cream, and then we should be done. So I already did one application of the 3D, so now I'm doing two. So first step is gel. You want to coat your entire lashes with it. And then quickly go on to the fibers. And only do the fibers at the end of your eyelashes like I am right now to give you that length that you're seeking. Whew, look at that length right there. Like, look at that. Isn't that like gorgeous eyelash? Alright, let's do it here too. Oh yeah, after the cream I forgot, I'm actually going to do setting powder, and then we're going to set it all so you can see what that all looks like. So again, I'm using the gel. And now quickly move on to fibers to give you that length. As you can see, look at that crazy length. All right, and now let's go ahead and seal them in. And let's finish this look. For me, I don't wait long at all. When it comes to waiting between coats, because with the reformulated formula, they did it so there is really no wait time essentially. So before I would wait a few seconds, now I just go from eye to eye. So I go one eye, do gel fiber, then I go to the other eye, do gel fiber, and then I go back and seal it in with the gel. So that's about how much time I give it. But if I'm going from application to application, what I do then is I will go gel fiber, go to the next eye, gel fiber, and then go to the next eye and do gel fiber until I'm done. So not sure if that answers your question, Marlene. Hi, Millie. Thank you for joining. All right, now I'm sealing in these bad lashes. Bad boy lashes. Actually, bad girl lashes, right? And if y'all want to see an ombre lip, I hope you're in my March Battle of the Hostesses event. That's where I am going to do an ombre lip next. So make sure you're in that if you want to see that. Okay, good. Okay. As I was mentioning, if you want bigger eyes, use a white eyeliner. So this color is Pristine, and use it on your waterline area. But be careful, because you don't want to poke your eye out. You see the difference? Hey, Deja. Thank you for joining. Telling you, I should have been a surgeon with these steady hands that I have. right? Shouldn't makeup artists or people who are really good at it like be surgeons, because they have like tremendous steady hands. Oops, I forgot to put gel or mascara on these bottom lashes like I did on the other. Alright, highlighting cream. So now let's finish. Let's hit it home. So I could use the highlighting cream from here. Not from there. From here, but I'm going to use the stick instead. I am going to use just a little bit though of it in the center of my eye, so my tear duct area. There we go. But now I'm going to use something different to do the rest of my highlighting. And that is this beautiful highlighting stick. It is cream to powder, and I'm using the color Benevolent, which is a golden frost. So we're going to go right down the nose, whoop, right on the apples, well, our cheekbone area. And on this side too. And now we are going to take my bigger blending bud, and I'm just going to blend that sucker in. And look at that golden goddess. All right, and there we go. To top it off, ooh, that is I really like this. So I just started playing with this smoky eye look like 2 days ago, and I fell in love with it. So to finish the look, get my little hippie kind of thing going. So I already got my nice little necklace, and there we go. So beautiful smoky eye contoured look. I am ready to slay the evening and go out. So let me know what you all thought about this final look. Thumbs up if you like it, heart if you love it, wow if you're like amazed by it. And don't forget to like my page so you never miss out on a future Makeup Monday. So come back next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or is it Eastern Daylight Savings Time now, for a future Makeup Monday. And if you want to see, thank you for the heart, if you want to see an ombre lip look, which I'm going to do next, make sure you go now to my March Battle of the Hostesses group event. If you're not in that event, go ahead and comment below, add me to the event, and I will. You're more than welcome to leave at any time, but this is the same thing I do, but I've been doing tutorials there every single day during the bash. Thank you, Millie. I appreciate it. So I really hope you all enjoyed this. And just to let you know, the main products that I used, I definitely will, Marlene. So I used Addiction Palette number 4 to do most of my eye look that you see. The only part that was not from this palette that you see that pink from was, I actually used blush. So I used blush in the color Sweet. Hi! I used blush in the color Sweet to do that transition. And then for contouring, I used my Sculpting Trio in the color Medium. So it's got my contouring cream and my highlighting powder and cream. But for the main highlight, I used, where is it? The brand new luminizing stick. So I did use foundation and concealer as well, but these were the main highlights for tonight. Oh yeah, and the stencils. That's how I got my brows so perfectly together. All right, y'all, so come back on next Monday, and I will make sure to add you, Marlene, and anybody else that would like to be added to the March Battle of the Hostesses so that you can now witness an ombre lip look next to complete this fabulous evening look. All right, everyone, thank you again for joining, and I really hope you enjoyed this fun tutorial. Adios!